They call this place a ghost town, a forgotten mining street in Perak where time stopped and silence took over. But silence can be deceiving. Decades ago, this was one of Malaysia's tin mining hearts. The streets you see now once rang with the sound of trucks, traders, and laughter spilling out of wooden shop houses. When the mines closed, the sound faded and only a few stayed behind. The road through Papan is almost empty now. On both sides, the shop houses are falling apart. Some doors are still open, but no one's inside. This is Papan, a town most people drive past, not realizing it still has stories left to tell. Stay till the end because sometimes the quietest places hide the loudest truths. Against these broken walls, a few children sit together, painting, cutting paper, turning old cardboard into something colorful. Their laughter bounces off the cracked walls like the town's echo coming back to life. Maybe Papan isn't a ghost town after all, it's just learning to live differently. A few steps ahead, the silence changes again. Two small stalls stand open, one selling jewelry, another pomelo oil and tea. They wait for the handful of travelers who still find their way here. Business is slow, but that isn't the point. Maybe these stalls aren't just selling things, maybe they're reminders that Papan still opens its doors, hoping someone will walk in.
Okay, I heard it's like haunted or something like that. No, no.
Look close.
So what is inside all this place?
Huh?
What is inside all this?
Here.
Yeah.
Here is the old shop.
Okay.
Ini tak nak pandai. Okay.
What is it? Oh.
Kita main lagi.
How much is it?
Really?
I think after I put the oil,
So it is only for the joint paint?
for the joy pen, master pen, you just try and then you release very fast.
Right, okay.
I tried before.
Okay.
Because I'm photographer, I walk around, that's why I
Okay.
buy one and then,
Okay.
because we walk a very long time.
Okay.
Just behind these stalls, there's a small museum, one of the few things still open in Papan. It's simple but packed with what's left behind: old televisions, typewriters, sewing machines, and bicycles that once moved through these same streets. On one wall are black and white photos of miners and shopkeepers, on another, rusted mining tools and faded newspaper clippings. Every corner has something that once belonged to someone here: a chair, a radio, a signboard. It's quiet inside, but it doesn't feel empty. It feels like the whole town gathered all its memories into one small room and decided to keep them safe. From the museum, there's a small path that leads to the next street. It's a short walk, quiet, except for the sound of your own steps. The walls are chipped, the ground uneven. Grass grows through the cracks, and banana and papaya trees lean over from the side. And then at the end of the lane, a small sign comes into view: Papan Book House. It looks simple from the outside, but it makes you curious enough to step in. When you walk in, it feels like someone's personal space, not a library, not a museum. The shelves are filled with donated books, old magazines, and school textbooks. On the walls hang photo frames, paintings, and colorful Chinese paper crafts made by local artists. A small upright piano sits in the corner, a few keys missing, but it still works. Near the door, handwritten notes from visitors talk about their memories of Papan. Some are just a few words: "I used to live here," or "My grandfather worked in the mines." Nobody runs this place full time. People drop by, look around, fix a book, play a tune, or leave a message before they go. It's simple, but it matters because in towns like this, care is the only thing that keeps stories alive. The street ahead is quiet but full of small details. Plants spill out from the corners of old buildings, sunlight catching on leaves that no one planted. An uncle rides past on his scooter, the only sound breaking the still air. There's an old red postbox near the wall and a garage that looks like it's been closed for decades. Every few steps, something reminds you that time here hasn't stopped, it just slowed down. At the end of the street, there's a small coffee shop, maybe the only one still open in Papan. It's run by an elderly couple, both in their 90s. Every morning, they push open the same wooden doors, arrange the same cups, and start boiling water on a stove older than most people who come here. The air smells of roasted beans and burnt sugar. There's no menu, you just sit and they know what you want. She pours, he serves, a rhythm they've followed for decades. They don't rush, they don't talk much. Every move feels practiced, careful, like the routine itself is what keeps them going. Outside, the street is quiet. Inside, the sound of a spoon against a cup feels like proof that something still works in this town. In Papan, the mines are gone, the shops are closed, but this little place still opens its doors every day. Maybe it isn't just about coffee, it's about showing up no matter what's left. Not far from here stands a small wooden house, the former clinic of Sibyl Katigasu. During the Japanese occupation, she secretly treated resistance fighters inside these walls. She was captured and tortured but never gave up a single name. The house is quiet now, part museum, part memory, a reminder that courage doesn't always make noise. A few minutes outside the town, the road opens to a lake. This lake wasn't always here. It formed when the old tin mining pits filled with rainwater after the mines shut down. The water is calm now, but along the edges you can still see traces of mining soil and rust-colored stones. Across the lake is the old Chinese cemetery. The graves line the hill, most facing the town below. Some date back to the late 1800s when miners and traders from China first settled here. Families still visit during the Qingming festival, cleaning stones, repainting names, lighting incense, leaving food. Even on quiet days, you see fresh flowers and new ash, proof that people still come. Beside the hill stands a small Chinese temple built more than a century ago for the local mining community. The walls are red, the roof is tin, and the smell of incense drifts across the lake. Locals still stop by, light joysticks, bow once, and move on. It doesn't draw crowds, but it still opens its doors quietly, serving whomever remembers to come. People call Papan a ghost town, but it isn't. The walls are old, the shops are quiet, and most of the world has moved on, but the people who stayed here never left in spirit. An old couple still brews coffee every morning, someone still opens a bookshop, families still come to clean the graves. It's not a town frozen in time, it's a town that refuses to disappear. Maybe Papan's story isn't about loss, it's about endurance, the kind that doesn't need attention, just a reason to keep the doors open. Ghost towns don't do that, people do.